time of day,
yeah.
in a public place,
Yeah, you're not.
but that'll be okay. This poem was recently condensed by a friend of mine to I Don't Owe You My Vagina, but the poem is a bit longer than that. It's called I Don't Owe You Anything. I don't owe you the smile. I only smile when I want, not when you decree or when you comment on my body, which is not yours to comment on. I don't owe you conversation. It is not my duty to serve you, to make you comfortable in social situations. I don't owe you self-censorship. My words offend your sensibilities, don't listen. I am owed free speech, foul words if I want. I don't owe you sex. My being kind doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. I'll tell you I want to have sex with you if I want to have sex with you. This body doesn't owe you anything. I don't owe it to you to cover it if it offends. I don't owe it to you if you like the look of it. Your chromosomes do not imply ownership. I do not owe it to you to act as property. My being single doesn't mean I am waiting for an if-lost return to tag. I am a moose because I do not want to indicate whether I am owned or not. It's a political act, Mr. Banker.
Whoop! Woo! And a person! And a person! Whoop!
So yeah, we're all here for International Women's Day. And yeah, everyone, please sign the petition. I was at the other event last year on a much smaller bridge in a much less busy part of town, but it's really great to see this event carrying on in Manchester, and I hope to come for many more years to come. Anyway, this is going to be my last poem because it's quite a long one, and it's called For Ruth, Betty Blue and all the effed up women I ever knew. Who has marked their skin and body with the darkness in their head, who has offered up their body for money and found it taken from their hands without payment, who has been there with the white walls and all that noise, who has felt trapped by their own skull, who has been beaten by the one they loved, who has offered their limitless love and found it rejected, who has been made afraid to walk the city night despite lamplight, who has been made to feel their body is inadequate, that it makes them unworthy of ornaments, who has changed their body, hair, skin, face, altered it so that you know exactly how effed up and ugly they feel, who has cried wolf, who has cried for help but too softly, who has been made to feel their gender is at fault, who has lost the plot, lost their keys, lost their voice, their face, their shoes, their self-respect, their virginity. God, who they seriously doubt exists, only knows where. Who has abused pharmaceuticals, who has been abused by pharmaceuticals, white coats, nurses, police, and the rest. Who has been to hell and back, who has been to court to point the finger, who has been scared and alone, scared in a crowd, scared in the sea, scared of their own grey matter, who has been blacker and blacker in thought than the sky at night, who has failed to see the beauty in simplicity, who has forgotten the laying on of hands can be comforting communication, who has wept and flooded the room and half drowned like Alice, who has fallen in like Alice, who does not think they deserve to bask in the sun like a seal bent on a rock, who does not think the world owes them anything, who does not think their brain, their witty, artistic, sarcastic, maladjusted brain is worth nothing, their achievements mere bones of things, no flesh and tendons to articulate them and make them real. They have had bones broken. They have wanted to break their bones just to feel the bones proof that they are not automatons, who make no bones about it, who felt boneless, skinless, lacking in backbone, felt they have not got a good bone in their body. All bad bones, sick bones, bones riddled with some sickness eating them from the inside out. They have been down to the bare bones of their person, who has sought out bones. Bones hang round their necks of dead mothers, brothers, fathers, friends, sisters, strangers, lovers.